Hello. Today we are gonna go through about 6 months of empties or so, and yes, that is an appearance by my dog right there, who is absolutely uninterested in what we're doing here. Some of the footage of the empties that you're gonna see is gonna be a bit different because, as you may have noticed by my critical absence from YouTube and as I explained on my closet thing video, the last 7 months have been of a lot of changes, new job, new school, we got a dog. It's just been a lot. So it's taken a little bit of time for us to find our stride. I feel like we're finally getting there. But most importantly, I have to clear out my empties bin and you guys need an update of the last 6 months. If you like this kind of content, if you are on the mindful consumption train, keep watching. Here are the last couple bits and bobs from Q2. So first, a sample of the Kiehl's Retinol Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum. You've heard me babble about this on and on and on. It's a great retinol, low dosage if you are getting started, but always consult your dermatologist before you start an active like retinol. So basically just something that I go through in the summer and I've used over the years, and I finally finished it. I struggle with spending money for something like a foot cream. I got this one in a subscription box, but it does help with keeping your feet soft. So I would maybe repurchase it if I run into it in the wild. Then we have a mini of this e.l.f. moisturizer, which has like hyaluronic acid and oat and a couple other things. And last but not least, I have my Auric Plush Ritual in Bare, which I got earlier this year. It is phenomenal. It's a great product. In the winter, this will save your lips from the pits of hell. My big caveat with it is that, one, it's not very easily accessible unless you shop on Beautylish routinely, and it is fairly expensive. I don't really buy any products recurrently from Auric. There are other lip treatments that are just as good in the market at a much more affordable price point and more accessible through retailers that I buy from more often. So I'm really glad that I got to try it, but it's gone and it's been replaced. I'm still traveling, so I'm still kind of in transition. So I have some mini empties Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is the travel size. I like this cleanser. However, now that I am in a more humid environment, find that it doesn't necessarily cleanse deeply on the first go. This Laneige Cream Skin Sera Peptide Toner and Moisturizer. I got this mini with my Sephora birthday present this year because I picked the Laneige option. You guys know already, I love a milky toner. This one is fantastic. And I even forgot to put on moisturizer some days because that's how good your face feels. I definitely see myself purchasing the full size of this in the future because it is a fantastic toner. And last but not least, we have this mini of the by Rosie Jane Layla Lou fragrance. I got this in a perfume sampler from Sephora, and this was my least favorite fragrance. You can see that in my perfume review from last summer, but I, not gonna lie, kind of finished it kind of to hate pan it, let's put it that way. It's supposed to be like a pear. I feel like on me it just smells like soap. I do appreciate the rollerball presentation of this mini. It makes it really practical for travel, but I would not repurchase it because on me I feel like this just smells like soap. Small sample size of the Clarins Multi-Active Revitalize and Treatment Essence. I got this, I think, with like my skincare restock that I did in the fall, just a little sample size, but I actually am using a very similar essence as my everyday essence. So it is a really nice hydrating essence. I'm more inclined to go with like milky based toners and essences that have a little bit more heft to them as opposed to just like a regular toner, just because I have dry skin and I need as much hydration as possible, especially right now when the air is mostly dry in most places that I am. So it's nice to have these little sizes. I'm debating whether I should keep this tiny bottle and kind of like refill it with my big one when I travel, but I don't know that that's necessary. So I'm gonna get rid of the little bottle. But I mean, I'm already using a Clarins Essence right now, and I would absolutely repurchase a Clarins Essence in the future. This is just a sample card of the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I got these with, I don't know, whenever was my last Charlotte Tilbury order. Didn't really ask for them. I got like 6. Not a bad thing to have when you travel, but the deeper shades are definitely not for me. The lighter shades need to be mixed. So, I mean, if you are new to the product, this is a good way to figure out what your shade might be, etc. But if you've been around here, you know my love for this product and you know that I believe that it's undupable and irreplaceable. But this was just something nice to have for like 1 or 2 applications during travel. And this is my second sample of Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, which I love because it smells delicious. And I repurchased the travel size in the spring savings event. So now I can open the travel size now that I no longer have any more samples. Today is December 31st, last day of the year, probably the last empties of 2025. We have a small size Ola's toothpaste. I got this in a hotel. It is what it is. And this is the Infuse body wash, also a hotel brand. So, I mean, it's just the body wash that is available. We also have here 2 sunscreens that you've probably seen before. The Eucerin Hydro Protect SPF 50 and the Vichy Capital Soleil in SPF 50. Both done. Both would be repurchases when I need a sunscreen because they're very reliable products. And I finished them with just a few hours to spare in 2025. A few more empties here from my winter break. We have a mini of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. It looks like there's stuff in there, but there really isn't unless I stick a finger in there or like a tool to scrape it or whatever. This is the Sephora Collection Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. I've used both of these products before and I really like them. I got these 2 in a sample bag on a recent Sephora purchase, so I just decided to throw them in my travel bag. Infuse shampoo. I washed my hair a couple of days ago. This is a hotel shampoo where I am right now. And most importantly, my travel size of the Kilian Angel Share. That's done. One of my favorite fragrances of all time. It's my date night, going out, special occasion fragrance. And I have a travel size waiting for me that I bought last spring. So I will open that right up when I get back home. So here's the empties bin. And I mean, we have a lot. There are things, obviously, that you've seen in the video that are, you know, not here because it's been like a compilation of last 6 months or so. But there is quite a bit here that we can still go through. Let's start with candles. I'm missing one from here. It's Lost Claws by Sniff in about this size, which I love the smell of it because it smells kind of like mulled wine. So it was really nice to burn it during the holidays. But here are some of the other candles that I have here on my empty bin. You guys know. You guys know how it is in this house. So from Bath & Body Works, we have 'Tis the Season, a fresh balsam, of course. We burned through that. Snowflakes and Cashmere, and cinnamon spiced vanilla. So it's been kind of a mixture of like wintry kinds of smells and cozy kind of sweet smells. We really like Bath & Body Works as far as their candles go. That's not a secret to anyone that watches my channel. So there you go, 4 3-wick candles and a mahogany coconut in a smaller size. We were burning this one exclusively in our bedroom before, but I moved it to the living room a little while ago because we are in the living room probably more than we are in the bedroom. And so it was just burning with everything else. Body care, we have a native coconut vanilla, sulfate free and free of all the things body wash. I got this through Influencer for review purposes, and I mean, it's nice and I appreciate how gentle it is, but it's not something that I'm gonna like run to buy because it's my favorite in the entire world. It's a nice body wash. I enjoyed using it. I expected it to smell more like both coconut and vanilla. I would say that it smells more like vanilla than coconut. So like I said in my Instagram review, I think that if you want something that smells like coconut and vanilla, but you don't want a strong coconut smell, then I guess that this could be a good option. But personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase it. My mandatory fall winter big tub of shea butter. This one is from Près de Provence and it is all gone. Massive thanks to my mother-in-law for keeping my shea body butter supply stocked. That one's great. Again, my skin suffers majorly during the winter, so I need a lot of hydration. That's like my morning cream for like the day. I started another tub of shea butter, smaller one and from another brand, but it's like it's a necessity for me in the winter because my skin gets so dry. Sometimes it's like it itches so badly. Using shea butter really helps me kind of keep the itchiness and the flakiness at bay. Something that I would purchase on my own. Like I said, that was a gift from my mother-in-law, but I would purchase it on my own. Another L'Oreal Elvive Power Restore treatment. This is my second one of these. I really like it. I think that it really does help with softening the hair, maintaining hydration, and when you have curly hair, you really need it. You really need all the hydration, especially for me. Like, my hair is super duper dry. I live by the ocean, so it's like salt water or salt in the air and possibly salt in the water. God only knows how much that gets filtered. So my hair goes through it. Okay, so it needs deep conditioning, and that one is one that I would absolutely repurchase. I can't find it anywhere other than Amazon, but I'm trying something else at the moment. We have a Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Protein Power treatment. I got this one while I was still in Houston this summer, just because I, again, needed some deep conditioning. You'd think that with the heat and the humidity, my hair would be fine. No, it was not fine. Okay, it was not fine. It needed deep conditioning. It's just the reality of curly hair. It is what it is. So I bought that one. I think it's nice. It's definitely not my favorite deep conditioning because I feel like it's not as creamy, and it doesn't, like, it leaves the hair soft, but like the experience of wearing it doesn't leave the hair like, you know, like you want that like squeaky sound, and you don't get that with that one. So I don't know, not my favorite from Shea Moisture, so I'm not sure that I would repurchase it, but I used it. More hair care. We have a Verb Define and Moisture Defrizz Curl Cream for all curl types. I got this one last summer. It's not my favorite in terms of definition. It works better if you combine it with a gel that has a little bit more hold. I'm using the Echo. I'm actually wearing this curl cream today in my hair. I mean, it's the first time I try a product from Verb. Not sure if I would try other things. So yeah, this was, I don't know that I would say that it's a fail, but as far as providing definition and hold for curls, this is not my favorite. It might be better for people that have a more loose curl than me. Next up, we have a mini of Tresemme Extra Hold Sculpting Gel. I got also this in Houston while I was there during the summer. It's not the strongest hold in the world, but I think that for a more generic, not necessarily specialty curl gel, it works well, and it doesn't like make the hair too crunchy in a way that it's like uncomfortable and weird. Doesn't really flake out or anything like that. So in a pinch, or like if I need to pick up gel from the drugstore, from the supermarket, or in a place where I can't find anything else, I would definitely buy it again. Okay, I guess more body care. Dettol Fresh Odor Protection Antibacterial Body Wash. This is just one of those things that is available here in the Middle East, and I finished it. It's a body wash. Next up, we have a Sephora Clean Skin Cleansing Balm. I bought this because I think it was during one of the Sephora sales. I like to buy, you know, that kind of thing that are like consumables in beauty during the Sephora sales, because Sephora collection is 30% off, and that one is pretty good. It works really well to remove makeup, and it doesn't leave like, you know, that layer of kind of that film that you sometimes get with some cleansing balms, where like you absolutely have to wash it off afterwards, otherwise your skin feels like you kind of like kind of did some sort of mask on it. That one's not like that. It emulsifies really well, so I would definitely repurchase it because I think it works. It definitely does what a cleansing balm is supposed to do. We have two Laneige mini, what are these, lip sleeping masks? So I bought this in like a holiday set, one of those sets of 5. I have a bone to pick with Laneige over this nonsense that makes the package really kind of shallow, and I feel like you get less product. I can't confirm that, but I feel like you get less product. This one is like the peach iced tea, and then the other one is the gummy bear. I have like 2 open right now, one that I have next to my bed and one that I put on like while I'm doing my skin prep before I get ready in the morning. And then I have a 5th one that I'm still kind of working through. So these 2, I do think after trying other lip treatments that the Laneige is the better one. The Auric one is fantastic, but like I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it on their website or on Beautylish or whatever. Like the convenience of the Laneige, like you can't beat it. So that's probably what I would stick with. And you know, it continues to protect my lips during the winter, which is extremely important, because if my lips lips get too dry, they crack and, you know, they bleed, which would make it impossible to wear any lip products, and it would just be really painful. Let's go over some more personal care products. This is the Arm & Hammer Complete Care Advanced White toothpaste. My husband didn't like it, so I finished it because it has like that baking soda thing. It's a toothpaste, I don't know what to tell you, but if you like toothpastes with baking soda that kind of do the whitening thing without being too abrasive, this is not a bad option. And then my go-to deodorant, which is a Degree Advanced 72 Hours. I can't do the natural deodorant thing because I don't like feeling my armpits sweaty. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Just a package of Kiss Impress Color press-on nails. These were in this color, kind of have a taupe. Not the best quality because sometimes they kind of like bend in a weird way, so you either have to trim them or just make sure that they're not that long. And the glue in them, because these are the ones that have like the adhesive in the back, doesn't necessarily hold. I don't really know what it is about my nails, or maybe like the way that I apply press-on nails, they're not as durable for me. I did buy a set of Glamnetic press-on nails that I would love to try soon. If you have any tips or tricks for press-on nails to last, please help a girl out in the comments. Next up, we have a CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 50. I used this till the last drop. Use it till it bends. Really like it. If you want to save steps in your skincare routine, I think that this one is a great option. Easy to find in the supermarket, in the drugstore. Big winner. Love CeraVe. Would absolutely repurchase. Let's go through a couple of hand creams. I actually have another CeraVe moisturizing cream. This one doesn't have SPF, but it's like their regular moisturizing cream for normal to dry skin. So here, example of like a brand that will get the job done. It's a really lightweight moisturizer that will seal moisture in your face and give you a really solid foundation of nourishment for the rest of your day and to apply the rest of your skincare routine. Really, really like this one. All right, let's go with a couple of hand creams, both from Bath & Body Works. First, we have this Black Cherry Merlot, which was actually in my welcome packet when I started working. And this one that is a Cocoa Shea Rich Moisture Hand Cream. So like I just have like the two pieces because I cut it open to get everything out. And this one I just cut on the top to get everything out. The Bath & Body Works hand creams are just like really easy to just have around. I have one by my nightstand. I have one in my desk at school. My husband has one in his nightstand. So like I actually have to go to Bath & Body Works and like restock because I'm all out now. So yeah, just really easy to keep with you. And I mean, I'm a teacher, so I wash my hands about 70 times a day. It's winter, so my hands are dry. I'm biking to work and I don't always wear gloves, so my hands get cold and dry. So I feel like in the winter, I go through way more hand cream than probably in the rest of the entire year. So Bath & Body Works are just easy ones to have. They have shea butter, you know, shea butter and I just two, and there will be more in the future. Next up, we have these Say cotton balls. So I got this little bag of cotton balls as a gift with purchase with a blush purchase that I made from Say a couple of months ago. They're just cotton balls. I would not like go to the Say website to buy their cotton balls because they're cotton balls. It was nice to get a gift with purchase, but they're just cotton balls. So you use them to remove your makeup and you move on with your life. But you know, cotton balls. Now we have empty of the Urban Decay All Nighter Extra Glow. And if you were anywhere around the internet in the last 6 months, then you saw the whole debacle with Urban Decay and Skindinavia. This is the Skindinavia formula, like their partnership of God knows how many years. I feel like that was really, really poorly managed, and it's a shame because this really is a great product. I don't know if I would repurchase whatever it is that Urban Decay is doing now, because I mean, there are other setting sprays that are really good using the Kosas right now, and it's really great. I think that my top favorite is probably the Milk Makeup. I don't have to say anything about the All Nighter. We all know how good this is. It's just a shame that the formulation that really solidified this product and made it a household name is gonna change for reasons that, at least according to the Skindinavia side of the story, are not the best management in the part of Urban Decay, which is too bad. Next up, we have what might quite possibly be my favorite skincare product of 2025, which is this Tear SOS Serum Refreshing Skin Anti-Wrinkle Anti-Moisturizer. This is amazing. This is so good. I bought it because I needed a moisturizing serum while I was in Houston, and I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money. So I was like, this one, moderately priced, Tertius K-Beauty. I was like, oh, let's give it a go. Y'all, I plowed through this. I was wearing it so much. I finished it in like, I don't know, maybe 2 months, not more than that. But it is so good. So if you want something hydrating that really feels like a drink of water for your skin, try this one. Just make sure that you're buying from like an official Tertier store or like an official K-beauty retailer like Olive Young, for example, to make sure that you're getting a legit product. But this is fantastic. One of my favorite, if not my favorite skincare product of 2025. Next up, we have a mini of the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. This was actually from my like Sephora birthday present. I got the Laneige set and I took this on a trip, don't remember which one, and I used it up. I really love the water sleeping bag from Laneige. It was my introduction to the brand and it's one of the products that I've repurchased the most over the years. So trying this particular one was really nice. I would definitely buy it in full size. It was just a really pleasant experience. Laneige and I get on really well. Next up, tretinoin prescribed by my dermatologist. 2 samples of Clarins skincare. One is the Hydra Essentiel Gel and the other is the Nutri Lumiere. I took these on trips and they were samples that I got as gift with purchases on my last Clarins order. I'm pretty heavy on Clarins right now on my current skincare routine. Like about 70% of my skincare right now is Clarins, and we're getting on really well. I really like the way that they do cosmetics and how mindful they are of ingredients and how gentle their products are. They are, to an extent, a little bit more oriented for mature skin, which is kind of where my skin is going now that I am officially like over 40. I'm gonna be 41 in July. So it's been a really enjoyable experience to kind of like spend a season just really focusing on Clarins skincare, and those 2 little samples allowed me to kind of continue to do that while traveling without having to take my massive full-size products. Next up, we have an overnight eye cream from a K-beauty brand called OOTD. I'm not familiar with this brand outside of this eye cream. I just picked this up at Watson's, which is like a K-beauty retailer in Asia and the Middle East. I don't know that it did anything different. This one's a little bit lightweight and I feel like my eyes need a little bit more these days. So I don't know that I would repurchase this one. I'm actually using another one right now that has retinol. And again, I don't love the texture, but it seems to be keeping like my under eyes in check and like they don't look as crumply, let's put it that way. So I don't know, maybe I need to give it a little bit more credit, but this one in particular, which has peptides, vitamin C, and collagen, I didn't particularly see like a massive difference in anything, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. But still, I don't know that I would repurchase this over something else because I am enjoying a more hefty eye cream under my eyes these days. Everything else that I have left is makeup. Most of it is empties, but I do have 2 declutters. Let's go with the empties first. First off, a tube of Tower 28 Make Waves. This was the shade Drift. This is the brown. The brown is not great for me because my eyelashes are much darker than this shade, but I do love the formula, and like the brown and the black are the same formula. You get the same effect, and of course I would repurchase it. You've seen the Tower 28 mascara in my empties videos before, but I would not repurchase the brown because it doesn't suit how dark my eyelashes are. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle, but it's a great mascara. It's one of my favorites, probably in my top 5. Then we have a mini Lawless Forget the Filler gloss in the shade Nudie. This is from one of like the last holiday sets that I bought. I've finished multiple of these minis and I only have like 1 full size Lawless left, but I am planning to pan my one brown gloss that I have this year, which is my Nude Sticks, which I've had forever. And when I finish that, I will finally be able to buy a full size of Lawless George, which I am so happy about because I've been looking forward to that for a while now. Lawless is quite possibly my favorite lip gloss formula in the market, so I will continue to repurchase Lawless glosses because I love them. They're great. great. So smoothing, so shiny. Love the way that they make the lips look. Multiple stars all around. Love them. Next, we have a CoverGirl Eye Enhancer Mascara. I got this for review from Influencer, and I would say that this was a mixed experience. So first of all, please notice how disgusting this packaging is. Like it just gets like that over time. Like, and even now I touch that and it's kind of sticky, which is like not okay, not a pleasant experience. Wand is, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty standard, but my big issue with this is that it doesn't give lint, and I like lint. It doesn't fully dry down, which means that you can apply a lot of layers without it smearing everywhere. Not my favorite. I know that CoverGirl kind of like switched to the clean beauty train. I would personally not repurchase this. Next up, we have two fragrances. One is a sample of I Am Dao from Diptyque. Really nice fragrance. Diptyque makes great fragrances. They are really easy to just kind of wear and not kind of feel heavy or like, oh my God, I'm gonna leave a trail of scent that is gonna bother other people. I got that in, I wanna say a discovery set. Love Diptyque fragrances, love Diptyque candles. And then I just finished my travel size of Father Figure from Fleur. It's been a staple of my routine during this fall winter. I really, really like it. And I actually got feedback from the teacher across the hall from me about like how good the throw is. Just like, oh my God, are you wearing perfume? And I'm like, yeah, but I put it on like 3 hours ago. And just like, oh my God, it smells great, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys know, I really like Fleur fragrances. I don't know that I would necessarily repurchase Father Figure. Like it's not gonna be a staple, but it is a very enjoyable fragrance. I would definitely repurchase. This is like about the size of fragrances that I'm buying these days. Another winner from Fleur. It's been an enjoyable experience. I started wearing this when I opened it, I wanna say maybe in October. So it took me maybe like 3 or 4 months, alternated with other fragrances because this is not the only thing that I've been wearing. Oh, little hotel body lotion that was at the bottom of the empties bin. Here you go. I also finished my Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is the shade Flax. I personally prefer the shade Dune, which is like one shade a little lighter. This one works, but for a while, this has been like my top favorite concealer. I am on a quest to try other concealers to see what other formulas I like. But this is a solid product. Not the first time I finish it. Might be the first full size that I finish, but I love it. I think that Hourglass does such a great job in creating products that will leave you just a flawless finish. So I'm really happy to have used this one, especially because I had it for a while. It's really hard to see because of like the way the packaging is, but if you look closely, you can see like some window, and it was like drying down, so off it goes. I also finished my mini Givenchy Prisma Libre powder in shade 5, Popeline Mimosa. You can see like on the sides that there's like absolutely nothing there. This was my go-to powder in the summer when like the heat and humidity would cause disasters in my makeup, because it really is very blurring and it keeps things held together throughout the day. I already repurchased this, but I'm picking it up in the summer while I'm in the US. Love this powder. And lastly, we have two declutters. One is this ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Little One, because I don't know what I was thinking in trying to keep that, but there's no way. Like this gives me not concealer lips or cadaver lips, like it's like ghost lips. No. I mean, it looks really pink here, but when I wear it on my lips, it just looks completely beige. I don't have time for this. And last but not least, I am decluttering this Melt Cream Blush Light in Sandy Cheeks, because I was trying to finish it up. I finished, what was it called? Pink Sand, which was the other melt blush that I bought with this. But last time I wore this, I came home and my face was covered in bumps, and then I smelled it and it smells sour. So knowing that Melt is a clean beauty brand and I've had this for a couple of years now, and then of course the bumps, I was like, okay, no product is worth my skin's health, has to go. It's a shame because, you know, you always want to finish a product, but it's a good reminder that A, makeup expires, and B, the push to pan a product, the push to finish a product is not worth hurting your skin. Let it go. Let it go. And with that, we are done with my empties for the last roughly 6 months. I'm hoping to return to a quarterly schedule the way that I was doing before regarding my empties and declutters so that we can have a little bit of regularity here. I'm pretty happy with the amount of product that I use and the fact that like everything that I use for the most part is on the empties bin because I finished it up. That's important to me, making sure that the things that I buy are getting the use needed, but of course with those important reminders that makeup has a finite life cycle, it has a shelf life, so you have to keep an eye on things to make sure that it's not hurting you. Thank you once again for joining me in my adventures in the beauty world. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.